everybody. Happy hump day, right? Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I was so excited for today's show because I have this feeling so many of us are going to be able to connect to this. I don't know. So, hi Keely, hi Ivana, hi Emilio, good morning everybody. Are you guys ready for some hump day? Hey Kristen, hello, hey Nina, nice to see you everybody. There's Lori. Oh, I think Lori's gonna like this one too. Good morning and good morning. Yeah, so today is a crazy topic a little bit. So, good morning, Ashley Marie. Oh my goodness, everybody. Oh, everybody's feeling lost. We are all in the same boat, right? Okay. So, good morning, Julie. Hi, everybody. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Kim. Oh, everybody. There's Brooklyn. There you go. Hi, Brooklyn. I'm glad you're here this morning. Good morning. So, there's been a lot of, oh, good. You're coming Saturday. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad. There's been a lot of clients in the last week, and, a lot of them, through the phone calls, through the in-person sessions, there's been this theme that I noticed, particularly this past week, and that was feeling lost. Like, they just felt like nothing was going right. Their relationships weren't right, weren't sure about their job, their finances. Oh, there you go. Hey, Kiko. Hi, Shelby and Mallory. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's here. I'm glad to see everybody. I'm glad because I do think this is going to help all of us. I hope so. But, here's the thing. So it made me think, what is happening because there's such a sense of maybe desperation, such a sense of like people truly not being sure what their next step is. And I don't know. I just started to go, you know what? I bet we're having a Mercury retrograde. Like, I just kind of popped in. I don't do astrology, so I don't really know when they're coming in. But it was weird. I had all these people feeling lost, all in the same kind of theme. And I thought, there must be a Mercury retrograde coming. So I looked it up. And sure enough, you guys, here we go. We're in another one. Now, I'm not a huge fan of scaring everyone when there's a retrograde. I mean, we have retrogrades all the time. And if we go into it worried so much, I mean, we're going to manifest things, I think. But this, I thought, was really, really incredible because on August 7th, we had an eclipse. And so, just a few days ago. And I'll tell you what's amazing about this. And this is hard because for a lot of us that want to hold on to people, hold on to relationships, hold on to things, hold on to the life we know. Well, the eclipse comes along and says, my friend, If it doesn't serve your highest good, we're taking it out. We're taking it out right now. And so it's like you have to kind of let go of something that you identify to, right? It's something you connect to, maybe it's part of your identity or something you've associated with your identity. It could be a relationship that you feel identifies you, but the idea is that this eclipse comes along and it starts to pull out these things, these people, these jobs, these relationships, these feelings. So it also is very emotional because, this is a very intuitive retrograde as well. So your own intuition is now kicking in. Your senses are heightened. Your emotions are heightened. And then we take that on top of the eclipse where they're saying, well, let's just pull this out and let's pull that out. You're just like, well, wait a second. I kind of needed that. They're like, no, you didn't. You didn't need it. And so we just have to trust that. Oh, you missed it, Catherine. Oh my goodness, Catherine. You're gonna have to go back and watch, my friend. And so what happens is this eclipse was emotionally, it's physically draining, but it's also exciting, because when you can trust that it's for your highest good, when you can trust that, and you'll know that it's going to kind of lead you into something better. It is. And I know, I got to tell you, I'm not here to just be, I don't know, positive Penny. It's just that we have to be positive. You see, when we give up hope, or when we get too in our own negative feelings and emotions, we're actually going to start to bury ourselves. We're going to start to get so deep that we kind of can't pull out of it. We're going to manifest more and more and more, because we're going to give that feeling energy. So hope is super, super important, and a belief system that it is working out the way it's supposed to. It is. And even if that's through pain, or through sadness, or through, feeling discouraged, or whether you're just struggling. I mean, maybe you're struggling to find a place to live, or keep your place to live, or you're struggling with your finances. You're struggling because you lost somebody through death, or just through a separation. Marty, I think for the politics stuff, it's not really, I don't want to get into it here. Probably not the right place. It's just, again, I'm not one to feed fear, so I just don't want to kind of go into it, because if we give that fear energy, we will manifest it as a whole, and we just got to kind of keep raising the light. I think light workers, their job is to raise the love, the light. Raise the energy, raise the bar of hope, raise the bar of inspiration. I think that's why we are chosen to hold the energy. It's why we're sensitive. It's why we don't see things the same way. So yeah, I think, I like to prefer to kind of keep the roof up, so to speak. Keep the roof up, okay? But yeah, so just know that you're in a sensitive psychic place right now, okay? And now, one of the other things is looking at August 21st, there's going to be a solar eclipse in Leo. Yeah, I hope that helps, Marty, honey. Good. It brings a new beginning. New beginning. New. Now, let's hope that means positive. Right? But, when an eclipse, the solar eclipse, in one way, it can be like this. It's a purging event. It's purging. Everything's going to come up. It's going to come up. It's going to come out. So be careful. Be careful with your words. Be careful with what you're saying to someone. Be kind with your words, especially during this Mercury retrograde. We can be so emotional, and we get so heated. We may say something that creates irreparable damage. We may say something to someone what we really don't mean. And so we want to be careful of that, okay? So, that's it. And, and they say, now here's the thing, this is, they tell you not to get into relationships, and not to sign contracts, and not to get into a new job. Like, are you kidding me? So if you're out there looking for a job for 3 months, and someone offers you a job during Mercury retrograde, you're going to say, yeah, I'm not going to take that job? Like, that's just stupid. Come on. It's knowing that we can change things. As long as we know that the energy is more sensitive, we can adapt to it. We can adapt to the sensitivity. Let's say yeah, sorry. But let's just say you meet someone and they're really asking you out on a date, and you really find them attractive, and you're going to say, what? Sorry, I'm not going to go on a date with you till after Mercury retrograde's over? I mean, come on. I just spit at my screen. I'm so upset. But what it is about being more sensitive. And what it is just knowing and adapting and adjusting kind of your temperament a bit. Just know, especially you light workers out there. I know you. I'm looking at all of you. I'm looking right at you. You're already going to be super heightened. You're already going to be super sensitive. Your Scooby sense is going to be off the charts. Off the charts. So you just have to try really hard to kind of soften your emotions just a bit. Soften file the edge just a bit. You know, so that you can kind of adapt a little bit. And I think that's the best way to get through this time right now. But just know that if you're feeling lost, you're not the only one feeling lost. I mean, there's a lot of us feeling lost. There's a lot of us wondering, where are we going? What are we doing? And, you know, when you're trying so hard, when you are putting yourself out there and trying and trying and trying, and it doesn't feel like you're making much progress, it can feel discouraging. It can. But again, that doesn't mean you give up. Maybe you just take a break. Maybe you take a day to yourself. Enjoy some self-care, some self-love. Do some things like that. But finding ways in which you can kind of rest your soul, rest your body, rest your emotions a bit. That will help keep you recharged to kind of get through it. It looks like it ends around September 5th. So, you know, that helps at least. And feeling lost and definitely hopeless since the loss of my dad a few months ago. Oh, Danielle, you know, here's the thing, honey. You know, it's a grief process. So it's honoring your grief process. Now, grief, everyone, doesn't necessarily mean it's the loss of a loved one always. Grief can happen through the loss of a job, the loss of an identity, the loss of a relationship, loss of a pet. So it can be a physical passing, or it can be the passing or the removal of something that was a staple in our life somehow. Okay? But, you know, Danielle, I think the thing is be patient with your grieving process. You're allowed to grieve. Give yourself permission to grieve. You don't have to be up and happy for everybody. You don't have to pretend that everything's okay when it isn't. Okay? It's just giving yourself that permission to know where you are right now, and then finding ways to have some sense of gratitude for what you do have now. You know, maybe that combination might help. Yeah, sorry, Darlene. Sorry for your loss as well, honey. So this feeling of lost, you know, look at your life and where are you feeling lost. Now, here's one thing, too. There's areas of our life, finance, relationship, career, and health. Those are like the main areas. What happens is if one area gets severely impacted through trauma somehow, then it actually will impact the other areas. And so what happens is it's like this domino effect. Boom, 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 boom. So you feel like everything's hitting you at once. You feel like you get bombarded. You feel like your life is just falling apart all at one time. Now you don't even know what to do. Okay, so let's take it back to the one area first. Where did it start? Where's that one area first? And start to address that area. I think when we can face it full front, when we can look at it and start to tackle it, then that immediately offers some relief around it. Okay? Then you look at the other areas. They should already start to kind of open up and soften up just because we're addressing the core area. But look at it. Like if your finances are really, really tough and it's putting a strain on your relationship, right? Go back to your partner. Rebuild that relationship. Rebuild it. Remember, when you very, very, very first started dating that person, that wasn't about how much money they were making. It was because you liked the person. So get back to liking the person. Get back to what that relationship is about. And then how do we work as a team to now work on the finances or whatever area it is for you. Okay? But just know that when, you know, you're feeling a little down and you're feeling a little lost, you're not alone. You're not the only one out there feeling this way. So reach out to people, reach out to friends, reach out to find your support group. Find people, find peers, find colleagues, find friends, find us that are going to be there to help as well. Because when we can support one another in this journey, it actually will strengthen us, make us feel better. Okay? So there you go. That's your talk for the day. It's a little bit of understanding that there's some reason behind this particular episode that we're in right now, to know that we can move through it, and to know that by having us with one another, we can rebuild it. So I thank you guys for sharing. I see some of you have shared, and I really thank you, because I think sharing is caring, and it gets it out there. This Coffee with Colby is for everybody. So I really appreciate those of you who are sharing and talking about it, and I really love it. A lot of you are doing some binge watching, you say, and I kind of like that. I think that's really cute. I'm binge watching my Coffee with Colby. I think that's awesome. We got to get Netflix on this, right? I think someone said that to me. But here we go. And tomorrow night, I am with AJ Barrera on my show, Live with Colby Psychic Rebel. Really excited to have him on. We always have a great time. We're going to take some callers, do some readings. So please feel free to give us a call. Try to get in. It's random calling, random. We just pick people. I don't know who's on the line. We don't know actually. So we just kind of pick a number, and then it will show an area code. So then we say the area code, and that's it. So it's so random. So if you get through, you're meant to get through. If you don't, you're certainly meant to piggyback and listen to the messages that you get through, right? So anyhow, thank you guys so much, and really appreciate you so much. Really, really do. I'm glad we get through these hump days together. Glad we have one another to do it. And enjoy the rest of your day. Kind of get out there and find a way to feel a little hopeful. Find a way to put yourself out there a bit in a positive way, and use that 5-second rule we talked about yesterday to see how it can shift and change your life. I did it this morning real quick. In that book, it tells you to move your phone into another room, which I thought I was going to die doing it. But it actually did help. It actually did help. So make sure you listen to that book. I think it's a really helpful book too. All right, you guys, have a great, great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.